In Game 5, the Warriors punted the match, benching their stars in the third quarter and setting their sights on the next battle. The idea? We will just beat them in Game 6. And then Game 6 happened.
And then go back to him to Van Vliet for three.
The following is a full breakdown of this all-important game, and the two different game plans that clashed, with only one coming out victorious. The NBA playoffs are heating up, and my fellow GOATs, don't miss out on the opportunity to create lasting memories by going and seeing these awesome games live with your loved ones. And with the help of today's sponsor, SeatGeek, creating those memories is now cheaper than ever. Right now, you can get tickets for Pacers vs. Bucks for $190. That is a robbery in today's economy. Or maybe you want to hit up a baseball game. SeatGeek has you covered. With over 28 million downloads, SeatGeek is the #1 rated ticketing app. Kendrick Lamar, Kevin Hart, heck, even Disney on Ice, if you can think it. SeatGeek has it, and SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a scale of 1 to 10, so you know you're getting a good deal. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee, and you know I came through for you guys. Use code GOAT for $20 off tickets at SeatGeek. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code GOAT. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Time to geek out on our favorite sport with SeatGeek. Coach Kerr started Game 6 with another adjustment. This time, Gary Payton II over Pods in the starting lineup. GP2's initial assignment was to haunt Fred, who had torched the Dubs in the last 2 games. Immediately, Coach Udoka went with the whoever offense on Steph.
A lot of grabbing and holding, and I like that. Pinning Amin Thompson and Curry underneath the basket early. Wonderful drop there from Ime Udoka.
And on the other end, with Jalen drawing 2 to the ball, Jimmy didn't get to the spot on time to stop Alpe's takeoff.
Green will hesitate, drive into Şengün for the dunk, 2-0 Houston.
Dre has shot 26.3% from distance so far in the series, and Coach Udoka wanted every one of Draymond's 3-point attempts injected right into his veins.
Draymond Green settles, fires, and hits the three.
After Jalen Green's missed jumper, Fred snuck his way to the left corner, and Steph's long rotation on the challenge did nothing to affect the shot.
Open in the corner, that's good.
With Dre crossing the line on the physicality level,
Extremely high on Curry. Wow, Draymond just threw a shot to Jalen Green.
Just over 3 minutes, and Draymond Green has picked up a flagrant one.
the Warriors then began soft blitzing Fred ball screens, conceding good post position for the rolling Şengün as a result.
Couple of fakes, bank shot is good.
And against single coverage, the assaults from Alpe were surgically merciless.
Left open, leans in, and throws it down.
In Game 5, Jimmy hadn't scored until late in the second, and tonight he made it a priority to be aggressive from the jump, and his partner in crime was finding him on the touchdown passes.
Long outlet pass, touchdown!
See, Jimmy Butler had to focus on Dylan Brooks chasing to make sure he didn't come up under it.
Knowing that Coach Udoka had hunted him with Brooks' size advantage, Steph did his work early to avoid getting into those compromised positions. With Amin running into GP2's brick of a pin down, Steph got the window to score his first points of the game. Next, it was an early rejection of Butler's screen, before cooking some collard greens for Dub Nation.
Step back three, yes sir!
Seeing that Steph was starting to go off, Coach Udoka started doubling him.
Pass deflected. Boy, Thompson and Adams, that's a heck of a double team.
But regardless, the Warriors' offense was now being fueled by their defense.
Shot, Green, touch pass Curry, ahead to Bajimski, alley-oop to Payton.
Off the bench, Moses Moody got into the game and immediately walked into a triple. And to answer, Adams' ball screen for Fred opened a pocket of space for Mr. Steady to launch.
Wasted minutes in the NBA.
Oh no, and Steve Kerr is laughing. He's like, okay, I guess you're feeling it, young fella.
Oh, Van Vliet feeling it as well.
Golden State's traps on Jalen were working, leading to broken plays and grenade passes that ended in shot clock violations.
Settled here in this first quarter.
Van Gooten got the shot clock winding down, not going to get it off in time. First it was Bajemski with excellent defense, and then Draymond Green forcing that turnover.
And on the flip side, Steph started seeing a wall from Houston, a new look that proved equally effective.
And then Curry gets turned over again. Ahead to Green as Post trailing, and he lets him go by.
25-21, an early 4-point lead for the Dubs to start. At the beginning of the second, we got to hear from Ime.
I think we've been okay. Not taking care of the ball the best. We got 5 turnovers, kind of ignited their fast break, but do the same things. We got us here last game. Not playing the crowd, make the simple play, we'll be all right.
Coach Udoka wasn't changing what was working, playing the percentages against the Warriors' worst shooters. However, Jimmy was finding his way to the charity stripe, exactly what he has been doing since moving to the Bay.
And he's just such a master at this. He sees the angle, he goes into the body.
Sensing the hot hand, the Dubs started throwing aggressive doubles at Van Fleet. And with so much attention tilting toward Şengün in the post, Houston's second chances turned into open looks.
Tipped. And a new 14 on the shot clock. Holiday wastes no time. Nails a three-pointer.
Seeing the Rockets back in that zone that won Game 5, Dre's sneaky backdoor was a good zone buster initially. But with the Dubs doubling Fred, Houston's big-to-big passing punished the trap.
Leading scorer with 8 points already. Nice feed inside, and Adams with the flush.
Then came Kerr's second zone-busting gambit, a fake baseline cut from post, only to then immediately relocate back to the corner for the shot, with Fred beating the Warriors' blitz by leveraging the passes to the weak side corners.
Doing so, though, Jabari pulls up, mid-range, down it goes.
I love when Jabari keeps it simple.
Coach Kerr adjusted the coverage to switching instead of blitzing the Fred ball screens, which meant that Post found himself on an island getting feasted on, as Dre's step up to help left Adams wide open on the glass.
Thompson hangs in the air, misses the shot. Adams there to clean it up. Steven Adams. Once again, dude has just been on point here in Game 6.
Moses saw the Red Sea parting and tried to baptize the entire state of Texas, but he ran into a wall of a man.
Moody down a lane. Oh, tried to throw it down, but Adams met him at the rim.
However, on a 4-on-3 advantage, he was cashing in from deep.
Moody 3. Moses has 8.
Amon's strong drive drew Moody, which opened up swing advantages to Houston.
Easton, plenty of time, nails another one.
And with Dre making a business decision, Brooks was capitalizing on the Warriors' turnovers.
Easton got a piece of the ball, and then Dylan Brooks scores.
Outwork them, playing through the whistle. There's a no call, and you just keep working. Now get matched up defensively.
Houston's defense continued suffocating the Dubs.
Rebound, Pajemski. Tied up, triple team. And a hell ball.
It wasn't until Kerr turned to his split action that Curry found enough daylight off the pod's flare.
Finds some room, three-pointer, knocks it down. Steph Curry, his second three-pointer.
And once he saw that one go in, he started feeling himself.
The Warriors one time in the regular season, and Curry will break it in and draw the foul on Dylan Brooks. His shots defy description. How does he make some of these?
The Rockets' answer to Steph getting activated was to continue generating easy looks in transition.
Şengün, Jalen Green tries three-pointer. It's good. Jalen Green from downtown, his first three-pointer.
But of course, Butler had the final word of the half.
In final seconds, Butler gets it off and draws the foul and one. Jimmy Butler felt some contact and a chance for the three-point play.
A 5-point cushion for Houston after the second quarter. The third quarter began with Coach Udoka playing the percentages against Jimmy, who, like Dre, had also been shooting just 28.6% from 3 in the series. Alpe's brush screen after the DHO gave Fred a small advantage, and he capitalized.
How about that, Fred? Man, he's got 13 now.
And with Dre cheating again to protect Steph, Şengün got another one of his automatic paint jumpers. The Rockets kept funneling the ball to the Warriors' poorest shooters.
Because Draymond's such a great screen setter, and you can get those switches.
And only allowing tight drives in traffic.
Now Butler tight throws the baseline, and Adams rejects him.
Seeing Fred getting haunted, Jimmy was not ready for Amon's flash to the right elbow.
Thompson from the elbow, and he makes the jumper.
Right inside that restricted, the key area, man, he is so good. Got great touch from 8 to 10 feet and in.
It was a Houston avalanche to start the third in the Bay.
Couple of blocks now for Steven. Here's a three. Fred VanVleet, his fourth hot shooting, ongoing into Game 6.
The Warriors needed someone to stop this Houston run. And who else than Curry to answer that call?
Incredible. Curry 3. Steph Curry's got 19.
And with the shot clock expiring, the Robin to his Batman also added to the effort.
He's He's had a lot of late clock shots, and he's delivered repeatedly. And another field goal, another foul.
Off the pocket pass from Fred, Alpi continued to be a thorn in Coach Kerr's side with those fakes.
Put on the brakes, hit the shot and drew the foul.
Steph was trying to light a fire under his teammates.
Steph three. Got it. Good relocate by Curry, and Steph exhorting his teammates, let's go.
Unfortunately for him, the Rockets just kept repeating the same actions that had kept them in the lead thus far.
And it's stuffed. Ball is loose. Ball is loose. We got a mad scramble. Ball is loose. Fred VanVleet has it. Now to Smith in the corner. The three. Yes!
And that was on both ends of the floor.
Closeout and the block by Jalen Green. Got full extension on that denied three there.
However, after missing everything up until this point, Pods finally made his first three of the game.
They desperately need that.
A now desperate Coach Kerr started implementing that same Hack-a-Adams strategy.
Hack a Kiwi now. The intentional fouling of Steven Adams, 46% for the season. But like every other Rocket, they found Jesus in the last 2.5 games.
I don't know. And then here again, they're giving him another opportunity to get 2 free points.
So this strategy can only go until there are 2 minutes left in each period.
And with the shot clock expiring again for the Dubs, another Jimmy prayer got answered.
Bonnie had to hoist it, made it anyway. This guy is unbelievable.
Coach Udoka's strategy was now anybody but Steph, and he was willing to live with even these good shots.
Got it! Moody's got 13.
Fortunately for the Dubs, Eason made a critical mistake.
And Steph would bait him into one there. If that's shooting, that'd be 3 free throws.
Well, that's shooting.
Which resulted in the score being 86-84 in Houston's favor going into the final stretch. To start the fourth, Houston attacked early with Steady Freddy in space.
We'll find out. Oh, 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1.
Yes.
3 plus 1 for Fred VanVleet to start the fourth quarter.
A quick change of direction then gave Jalen Green an advantage on Moody attacking all the way to the cup.
Comes down the baseline, goes at Green, got a hook after getting it knocked out of his hands. Green v. Green.
With Dre once again ghosting behind the second line of the zone, the Warriors beat the Rockets' defense, but Udoka's defensive scheme remained sound. Watch how the Rockets pass off players, stay matched up, and work to get back to their space in their zone.
Got to load up right here.
Absolutely obliterated by Steven Adams. Look out.
And with the Warriors back in man-to-man defense, the Turkish Terminator was going to work against the Butler.
Butler guarding Şengün, backing in, turns. Wild shot, he gets it to go. Highly contested, and Alperen Şengün now with 18 points.
The Rockets were targeting post on the switch, and with him sagging off, Amin was in attack mode.
12.
See if he can get the last one on post.
Oh, and how about that? Thompson able to dump it in over the top of post.
Off a high pick and roll, Curry hit Draymond on the short roll, but Adams read the play, stunting, recovering, and jumping the passing lane. The Warriors' turnovers were translating into direct pain.
And then Butler go back to him to VanVleet for 3.
With everything going against them, Kerr turned to the Hack-a-Adams strategy in desperation.
And there's Butler fouling Adams. Adams seems completely unfazed.
He does.
Whether he hits the free throws or misses, because he knows right now his team's in control.
Houston, meanwhile, maintained airtight defense with their closeouts sharp and their rotations precise.
To Pajewski.
Time right now, not the friend of the Warriors. They're just holding the ball.
Butler misses.
Offensively, they continued to dissect Golden State's doubles, using cross-court passes and nail spacing from Şengün.
This is
Wow.
Unbelievable.
This is shocking.
Rockets dominating here in the fourth. They've opened up a 17-point lead.
8 minutes into the fourth, the Warriors had managed just 5 total points. Curry offered a glimmer of hope, finally getting space off a Draymond brush screen to drill a 3.
91. Curry trying to get on track. That one goes down.
And Kerr kept the Hack-a-Adams strategy alive. But all it did was bleed free throws and drain the Warriors' hope.
Stunning stat is the Golden State Warriors have taken 16 shots here in the fourth quarter and have only hit 1 field goal. Been giving him some defensive advice and a turnover. And this one fading away for the Golden State Warriors. You can hear the groans from the crowd. Some of them now starting to head for the exits.
The Rockets held on for a crucial 115-107 win to tie the series. Now it's back to H-Town for a do-or-die Game 7, with the Warriors looking physically worn out, mentally scattered, and somehow still daring Freddie to shoot from deep.